Welcome back to Sportsmanlike Conduct Podcast. I'm your host, Cassius Clee, and we are back in the studios of Industry City, Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
Now, we were not supposed to be here today, but due to the Cowboys game against the Lions on Sunday, we are back to do a special edition because me and O could not get over this game. We spoke about an hour after it was over. And it was a lot of yelling.
So it was a lot of yelling, right?
It was a lot of yelling.
Yeah, it was definitely a bunch of yelling.
Pops called me 15 times.
Yeah. Cheeks definitely hit me up 8 times. He's still talking about it yesterday. He's hitting me up about
he's going to keep talking about it. But it was a very interesting game, yo. Cowboys deserved to lose that game.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Deserved it. And it hurts me to say that, but Mike McCarthy cost us that game. It wasn't a player issue. Wasn't a Dak issue. The defense played well. They got an interception. I don't know if you want more than that. The defense got a pick. They handed it over to the offense. And Mike McCarthy said, nah, we're gonna use 11 seconds of the clock.
Yeah, that was crazy.
This is just ridiculous, bro.
I
You
don't
cannot do this
understand.
in the playoffs, bro. You just can't do this.
He has a history, this time consumption crap he's been doing. He's horrible clock manager.
Yeah, there's nobody in the building to stop him.
What's
Like,
his
yo, we're
contract?
not running that play, bro. We're not doing that play.
He's calling the plays. So
Yeah.
Somebody, Dak got to be like, I'm not doing that.
yeah,
coach.
he got
That's
an
stupid.
audible out,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'm
Right.
gonna hand it off 3 times
That's
and
it.
see what happens.
Yeah, bro. And then you in the range where even if you don't get a field goal, you're in a range where you could just pin them inside the 10 at least, son, or the
That's it.
20,
You
or
go-
whatever.
Bro, you go up 7 with like the most 45 seconds.
They listen. They went, and then they still had extra timeouts when they was doing that drive.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, bro.
That's
I don't even know who Mike McCarthy is coaching for, bro. He must have been in on a point spread or something, bro.
yeah.
What's his
You know
contract
what?
like?
I think I had this I don't know if we had it on air, but I had this conversation since betting become more
Yo,
prominent in sports.
lot of
These
funny things
referees
been going on, bro.
been bugging out, bro.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
I
Side
did
money.
not want this win.
Nah.
I already heard he was aggravated. Yo, first of all, when I thought they won, I left. I walked out, bro, because I knew I had to go outside and yell, bro. Then I go back in there like, yo, they won. I'm like, no, I don't even want the win. I don't even want it, son. I don't even want it. Yo, Z, I'm sorry, man. Fuck.
You broke his wall or no?
Nah, I didn't break his wall.
I probably would have put a hole in his wall.
I was actually out to dinner with the wife, watching it at a sports bar out in Westbury, and when I tell you the place went crazy,
Yeah.
when 68 caught that pass at the end,
Oh my God.
everybody thought the game was over at that point.
Yo, I could imagine.
Yeah,
Imagine you a
I thought
Lions
it was
fan.
it too.
Oh, yo.
You went from high to low and angry all in one game.
You went from like
Yeah.
yeah to like what the fuck?
Yo,
Yeah, I don't want to even. Lions definitely deserve
they deserve that game.
to win that. They did everything to win that game, and Dallas did everything to lose that game.
They did everything during the course of the game, but at the end of the game, to go for the win at that point 3 times in a row, that's showing that your defense held Dallas down the whole game. So why at that point wouldn't you trust your defense to say, okay, you know what, let's kick the extra point
Yes.
and go into overtime
Yeah.
and let my defense hold me down again?
Yeah.
I agree with that part, but listen to you. I think he figured he's playing with house money. They have the division. I don't think he figured
They
the
didn't have it then.
Eagles
Would lose.
will lose that game where they could jump to the 2 seed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Eagles end up losing the next. Like who
Who thought that? Yeah, who predicted that?
I want to know somebody that bet for Eagles to win, to lose outright. I understand the spread was like 12, and you want to pick.
Yo, Cards got some of the best wins this year. Son.
Yeah.
I see Rudy. Rudy put on Facebook immediately, Dallas gonna win the NFC East. Son.
What, after the
right.
Philly loss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's. But listen, remember, Dallas could do, if they could
Yo, bro.
fuck this
We
up,
got this, kid.
Mike McCarthy could fuck this up. Yeah, I'm glad he got this out of the way, this stupidity,
Yeah, somebody
instead of doing it in the playoffs, but he
somebody
still
gotta
might.
talk- somebody
Yeah.
gotta talk
What's
to
his
him.
contract?
Somebody got-
How many years he got left?
He might have one more.
No, one more. I think he signed 3 or 4.
This is so he got like one more year after this.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
this is
we
what,
can't.
second year, right?
We can't sign him again, Cam.
This is
Sorry.
second season?
It's ridiculous.
We
bro.
can't sign him.
Yo, last week, the week before that,
So you want
He
to get
doesn't-
rid of him?
he
Oh,
caused
hell
that
yeah. He
stupid
has to
play
go.
at the goal line.
He has to go. Yeah.
Well, for when the guy fumbled?
No, what do you call when it was at the 2 and he decided to call a pass play?
After the
Play action?
interference.
Yeah, and then
After
got
pass-
sacked and lost like 15 yards.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is so lucky they scored a touchdown on that.
It's pure talent alone why the Dallas Cowboys are, 11-4? Because it can't be because of coaching, kid. Can't be.
Yo, look,
Pure talent.
Bro, your
kid.
coach can't coach through
Yeah.
the game, son. He
Yo,
can't.
son.
He can't do it.
I heard people going on with their like and dislike of Mike Tomlin. 17 straight winning seasons. 17, 17, right? I think he's been coaching just
17.
about. But here's what I say. He does that off of coaching, right? But he doesn't have anybody that's gonna make you think they're gonna win a Super Bowl. They got lucky with that last one with Roethlisberger, but listen, Antonio Brown was ridiculous. He was the best
nobody stopping
receiver
him.
in the league for years. What Antonio Brown is now, I don't know, but when he was playing, he was the best receiver until Burfict gave him that shot that he had a concussion. But anyway, Mike Tomlin,
Yeah.
that whole Steeler way is the antithesis of the way Cowboys do it. Steelers, not saying that Steelers got trash players, but they're not buying any superstars. Everybody's drafted kind of homegrown. Their best players is Hayward and Watt. Was it TJ Watt? Like who? When he's on the field, he's still unstoppable. It seems like he's been doing it for 20 years. But as good of a coach as Mike Tomlin is, he doesn't have the talent and skilled players that Cowboys have.
Right.
And he still keeps winning. So it's definitely, we've been buying all these good players for what? The one thing we haven't bought was a good fucking head coach, son. When the last time we had a good head coach? When we won the Super Bowl.
Jimmy Johnson?
And they just put him in a ring of honor after 40 years. What is it? 30-something years? And they just put him in there?
The ghost.
Like, come on, bro. This is why we keep losing, because of these bonehead decisions. We need somebody up top. Now, granted, I give Jerry Jones credit for bringing these players in.
No, but Jerry Jones is the reason why you can't get a
I
good
know.
coach, though.
I understand
because
that.
he wants to have some type of
And that-
control over the coaches.
That's my point. Like, you need to, you know how much good coaches he could probably get? And probably pay him less. But no, he wants to be the guy.
Remember that he also had Bill Parcells there, but he wanted to reach his hand in there also.
Yeah,
said, I
Bill
ain't doing it.
Parcells was like, yeah,
Bill
nah.
said, listen, if I'm going, what was it? What
Buy
he
the
said?
grocery comment?
If I'm going to cook, then I got to be able to shop for the groceries.
Yes, I don't know. Your coach cannot cost you the game.
No.
Yeah, but wasn't he a good coach at one point? Didn't he win a chip with Green Bay?
McCarthy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
So
also
he
the
was
reason
good
why they-
at one
he-
point. Like
but-
he
yeah,
ain't
but-
just.
I don't
listen,
I don't
had-
understand the end of the game clock management. I don't understand it, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand that
There's
call.
a recipe to the whole shit. Yo, how much time left? If we run the ball
Absolutely.
and the
Game
team has one
situation.
timeout,
Absolutely.
we'll probably win.
Game situation, man. It just
Yo, they lost last year against the Jaguars the same fucking way, bro. They threw the ball when you're supposed to run. I don't get it, man. Yo, like you said, hopefully got this shit out of
got
the
out of
system.
system.
Do not do this in the first round of the playoffs. If you're up 4 with 2 minutes left, in field goal range, run the ball, bro. Run it.
Yo, listen, man. Like the way we look, like there's no acceptable loss. Football, you got to win every game. Yeah, all that cliche bullshit. But last week against the Dolphins, they lost that game. Everybody played well, and everybody had a hand in losing. Those losses you get angry at, but you could deal with. But if we'd have lost this one,
This would have been.
I would have. Listen, I would have
bro.
burned every Cowboy memorabilia I ever had.
He's lying.
I don't even have much, but I would have burned them.
But let me ask you this, though. Had that play worked, had Cook gotten open down the field, would you not be sitting here saying Mike McCarthy's a genius?
Hell no.
No,
Because
no
listen,
way, we're
listen,
never gonna call
of
him a
football,
genius, kid.
part of football is doing what the other team expects you not to do. You understand what I'm saying? So they know you got to run the clock out. They know that you're trying to run time off the clock and you're just going to run the football. So if they're waiting, they're going to put 8 men in the box, wait for that running back to come, and they're just going to buy their time. So he tried to outsmart himself and figured he would release a receiver and he would be open.
Bro, he wasn't even in the.
He wasn't
even in
nowhere
shot,
near.
bro. He wasn't even in the camera shot, bro.
Yeah.
He threw that away.
Yo.
He could throw a screen pass, something. Son.
Listen, when you one-on-one as a receiver in the NFL, you got to beat that. If you don't, especially you're the only one in the pattern. It's not like you got safety help.
That's what I'm saying.
You got to beat that.
But what happened on the play? He stopped. I stopped short.
I don't know.
I don't think the receiver probably didn't think that the ball
Yeah, the
was
ball
going to
was-
be coming
yeah,
to him
he-
anyway. Which is why the only person that was near the ball was the free safety all the way down the field in the end zone.
I don't know, man.
I'm pretty sure Dak was just throwing it away.
Yeah,
Pretty
once
sure
he saw
yeah,
Cook
that-
wasn't there, he was like, "Uh-oh."
But why throw it away? I can run, kid. Like, what's up with Dak and running, kid?
Okay.
He
Why the
been
fuck
better
you don't
off
wanna run?
just falling down right there
A slide, do something.
rather than throwing
Yeah,
away
it was-
because
What?
that forced the clock to stop.
All right, if I buy into your theory,
Okay.
who are you fucking going to throw it to?
CD.
Exactly. So why not throw it at CD Lamb?
A buzz.
He had 95
again,
catches yesterday. The game, whatever.
Again, you want to do what the other team expects you not to do. So if they're gonna expect that if you're gonna release a receiver, it's gonna be CD.
But it's football. It's technique. All right, if you're gonna release CE, you're gonna have two less people in the box.
Absolutely.
You might even contribute a third person if it's the way CeeDee Lamb was eating that day. Like, come on, this is just bonehead moves, yo.
it's crazy,
I'm not
bro.
even I'm not even on a level of a coach to even be in the high school coach. But I've coached football and I know this. Fuck,
He
yo.
be doing dumb shit every week.
Yeah,
He
y'all
doing
gonna
some
set
dumb
my
shit.
blood pressure up again,
Yeah,
man.
that. Listen, yo, that would have been a horrendous loss. Yo, I wasn't even accepting the win though.
No. Yo.
Everybody in the house was like, "Yo, they won though." I said, "Yo," Z was like, "Yo, y'all won though, bro." I'm like, "Nah, bro, you don't understand. This is nonsense." I'm looking to the future because if you continue to do
Yes,
silly
the
stuff
same
like this,
thing.
you're gonna lose. You can't do this against San Fran. You can't do this against. Matter of fact, you can't do this against anybody.
Any player. You
in the
can't do
world.
it against. Obviously, you can't do it against the Lions.
You're gonna lose, bro. Clock management is a problem, bro.
Yeah.
My kids is making fun of me because I was running around the house. This is the dumbest fucking team I ever seen in my life. And so every time Mia see me, this is the dumbest team I seen in my life. Like, shut up, Mia.
Yeah, it's 30 years of this, man.
Yo, all the time, son. I'm
Yeah,
just,
they just make up ways to lose, man.
yeah.
Yo, Chris, it was disgusting. I know you was laughing. when
Oh,
you
I
thought
was
they-
dying laughing. I was cracking
I
up.
was just shaking my head like these motherfuckers, kid.
Yeah,
I
it
couldn't
was-
believe it.
it's acid,
I mean,
man.
after that brilliant play before where old boy intercepted the ball.
Yes, game is over.
that was-
Game
Yeah,
is
that's
over.
it.
At that
Game's
point,
over.
That's it.
at that
Game's
point,
over.
I
I was
thought the
like,
game
yes.
was over. I had already told waitress, check please.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, I was-
we was ready to make our exit.
Yeah, I was folding laundry. I was, I was doing normal
I
shit.
was getting my shoes, man, my jacket. I'm like, all right, we're gonna go home now, kid. Damn. Rudy,
I was leaving the stadium early, man.
Yo, you saw the trick play? What were you thinking?
Yeah, first of all, I don't understand how the rule is, right? So maybe you can explain to me how the rule is, Chris. Because from what I saw, they had two players that one was eligible and the other one wasn't, right? So my question is, even if they got the wrong person, there's still an eligible person on the squad, right?
Right, but they
So,
have
so that should be any which way is a penalty.
No. See, what it is they have to report who's going to be eligible.
Okay.
So they sent. That's when Jared Goff told 68, go report as eligible. Now that person, if you notice in the formation, he's actually on the end of the line. He can't be covered up now because he's an eligible receiver now. When there are a certain number, what was the numbers between 50 and
79.
50 and 79, you have to report as eligible. So what Detroit was trying to do was trying to confuse Dallas by sending multiple linemen over to the
Said
referee
three different ones.
so that they wouldn't know specifically. And if you notice the numbers that they sent originally 58 and 68 over there.
Look similar numbers.
Exactly. So once they go over there and report, but they had been sending 70 in as an eligible receiver throughout the course of the game. This was all part of Dan Campbell's strategy,
And that's how
which
the
was
ref
to confuse.
confuse the ref.
No, they
not to
ended up
confuse the ref.
confusing the ref.
To confuse Dallas, because now Dallas is used to seeing 70 come in as the eligible receiver. So what are you going to do now? You're going to have somebody cover him because you think that's the eligible receiver.
Meanwhile, 68 is the one getting
68 is the eligible receiver.
But yo, he was. If you look at that formation, he was very close to being covered up.
Yeah.
Like this is what they flagged the KC thing for being over the ball. They could have did that to him and make him ineligible because you're supposed to be a yard off of the ball technically. I know they give you some leeway, but he played that real close.
That's just too technical.
To cover it, and then that makes him ineligible no matter if he reported or not. So if he goes out, that's it.
Shouldn't have came down to that.
No, definitely should have.
No, look,
Shouldn't have.
we'll take the W.
I'll take the W, but I'm very cautious. You cannot. Your coach can't cost you the game, bro.
Cannot.
Well, listen, I think in that situation, I think both of those coaches
Cost
potentially cost those teams the win.
That's a good point.
McCarthy could have cost the team the win by his time management,
Right.
and Dan Campbell, which like I said earlier, I don't understand how your team held Dallas in check almost the whole game. Aside from that, the interception, and a few other errors, but they held them in check. They had the potential to tie the game and take it into overtime.
Right.
So why wouldn't you trust your defense and your offense, who just drove
ran,
the ball
yes.
down the field?
Mad easy too. With
Exactly.
nothing.
Why wouldn't you trust your team to win it in overtime? I mean, I'm still don't know why. Three times.
Yeah,
You had the opportunity to just kick the extra point.
I was like, yo, he's
Yo, they-
disrespecting us right now.
If they
kid.
kick the extra point, you already have the momentum. Dallas is like, I
Exactly.
can't believe we're in this situation.
Exactly.
And you already know what's going to happen.
That's exactly
they're
what I
not
said.
going to win the coin toss.
No, they're not.
And you know what? McCarthy might win it and
give
defer.
it-
No, McCarthy. I just wanted to, put our
That's
defense
crazy.
back out there.
Right.
After they gave up that drive, they needed some confidence.
It is very difficult to get an interception. Your defense got you the ball back, bro.
Especially
The
at that
game
crucial
is
point.
over.
With less than 2 minutes. Under the 2-minute warning, intercepted the ball.
And it wasn't a gimme interception, bro.
No,
We
it
weren't talking
sure
about it.
wasn't.
Yes.
Well, Goff should have thrown that ball outside, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah. That's one of the, you gotta have an elite arm to throw that out. I mean, it just looked like he undercut the ball, but you gotta have a rifle to get that ball out there.
Yeah.
And now we got
That quick.
Now we have the potential to be the number 2 seed.
Listen, we went from
Eagles is handing us
Oh,
the
man.
division.
Hand to us,
Eagles
kid.
is falling apart.
Eagles.
They losing next week too. Watch.
I hope so.
No. You don't want to lose that draft position.
Yeah, you're right.
It don't matter right now. They're gonna play them at the same time,
Yeah.
4:30 game, but you don't want to lose that draft position.
I don't know, man.
Right now, you went from like 10 to 5.
Did you?
Yeah, they're in fifth place right now.
Yeah.
And I
yeah,
think
so you definitely don't want to lose that.
Nah.
I mean, win.
Well, listen, you saw this past week's game.
Nah, they gonna try and win the game.
Who?
We got-
They weren't
the
trying to
Giants?
win this past week's game.
Who, Giants?
No, they-
Yeah,
they
went
were-
for
they
the
were
2-point
trying to win, man.
conversion.
They was trying
Got the
to win.
worst offense. What is the offense rank? Like 30, 31, 30,
34 out of 32 teams.
And you're going for a 2-point
It's
conversion?
like, yo, try to win, but please lose. Try to win, lose.
You think
Exactly.
Taylor gonna start next year?
Say
You
again?
think they're gonna keep Taylor? He gonna start next year?
No, they're not going to keep Taylor.
That's crazy.
They're going to put Danny Dimes right back in
That's
there.
crazy.
Taylor's
It is,
a
but they
backup,
just spent
man.
all that money on him.
Yeah, they gonna Danny Downs
So
got at least
they-
one more year.
Yeah, he's got at least one more year because they didn't invest all that money to give up on him when he really didn't even get to really play that much this season because of injury.
But what if they could get one of those 3 quarterbacks?
Well, that would be great, but I mean, listen, I wouldn't put it past them to still go ahead and get one of those quarterbacks because
But you need skill position and offensive linemen.
Yeah, but what's wrong with
I
Taylor?
think they
though,
get
kid?
a
Like, I
top
don't
5, they
understand
should
getting quarterbacks when you got quarterbacks, kid.
Listen, honestly,
Taylor's a backup. I mean, they didn't.
He hasn't had enough reps.
Taylor
Taylor
looked
need
like-
like 2
he
years.
look like a backup
Nah,
out there,
I
kid.
know.
He's been balling, kid.
Yeah, because he's a
Yeah.
professional backup.
Yeah.
And that's not even throwing shade on him.
Right.
Like he's a
You're right.
professional
He's a
backup.
professional backup.
You getting
correct.
paid in the league, he gonna last in the league like another 10
correct.
years for playing like this.
but listen,
That's why he's been on like 10 teams.
Yeah.
man.
And Dabo loves that dude, son.
yeah, remember he was in Buffalo with
Yeah.
him. But listen, honestly, like you said, yeah, we do need an offensive line, but I think also a quarterback dictates how good or bad your offensive line is by how long they hold that ball for.
But
And how much they scramble. So we've had quarterbacks that hold the ball for way too long. They're scrambling way too much. We need quarterbacks that's going to get the ball out. Boom, boom, boom. They're not doing that. They're holding on to the ball. Your guys can only block before they start getting holds called on them. For what's the league average? 2.3 seconds, 2.8 seconds.
That's insane.
These guys are back there holding the ball for 3, 4, 5 seconds. Of course, it's going to break down. Your protection's going to break down. So that's
Somebody has
that's
to be
part.
open though.
Say again.
Somebody has to be open too.
Barkley be
Well,
open, but he
yes.
don't got no hands though, kid.
Who, Barkley?
Barkley can't catch a
He
pass.
can
to
catch a
save
screen
himself.
pass. He can't catch out in the open. He can catch out in the flat.
No,
He dropped 2 passes.
He wanted to do too much. You know?
Even when the Giants got the ball back, he dropped 2 like key
I was
things
like,
that
this
put him
guy
in
can't-
field goal range.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult, man.
He dropped one that definitely was gonna be a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like no, it
Yeah,
was
there was
nobody
yeah, there
around
was-
him.
I was like, damn.
Well, listen, we were going to go for the 2-point conversion anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Try to win. Yo, Stokes is into that game too. Shout out to Stokes. Stokes is like standing up watching that whole game, bro.
But Joe, they let the
What? For
Rams
what?
in, yo.
At this point, it's all just for entertainment purposes.
Of course.
Yo, the Rams, they're gonna give somebody a problem, man.
I think so, bro.
Let's
You think
end up
so?
playing Dallas first.
Nah, looks like Lions.
So who's left to make it? I think
We
the
gonna get
South,
Seattle.
The South is still. Oh yeah, that's right.
We gonna get Seattle, I think.
Seattle might be the lowest seed.
Nah. If
Yeah,
Green
right.
Bay
Is it
if Green
Seattle?
Bay wins, they're in though. And then they
Yeah.
go to Dallas.
Yeah.
First round.
Oh, Green. That's right. Because Seattle just lost. Damn.
Yeah. Green
It's a
Bay
bad
win.
loss.
They come to
Yeah.
Dallas, kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll take
man.
Green Bay.
Hey, listen. I was rooting for love all year. I will not anymore. No love for love, kid, if you make it.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
he-
Pete Carroll's a hell of a defensive coach, man. I don't know if you want to mess with Seattle again, yo.
Nah, man. Listen.
They put up 40-something, though, 31?
Yo, it's all set up for the Cowboys once again.
Yeah, to meet the
If
49ers.
you win next week, you get the 2 seed. You play 2 home games until you ultimately meet San Fran.
Fran.
But you don't have to meet them
and
in the
then
Which is your
conference
nemesis. And you always know you got to play them. You got to get over the San Fran hump. That's it, man.
Listen,
That's it. Setting it up like that.
if somebody beats, if we make it to the conference finals, and somebody beats the 49ers, and Cowboys still lose that,
That's crazy.
Then we're out, bro.
because that's the only team that has our numbers, son. Yeah, oh man. Listen, let's just win one playoff game.
That's
it.
Like,
One at a time.
Let's win Sunday,
Sunday,
bro.
Yeah.
true.
Well, here lies the problem with that because
Let's cut it off.
Let's win Sunday.
this game is meaningless. I mean, of course, they lock in a position. So, do you play all your key players in a game against Washington?
We have to. We want the
gotta win.
division.
You don't have to blow them out in
You're
the first
already
half.
in the playoffs.
no. This
No,
is
this
for
for
the
the
There's a
division.
difference.
I
Who we
understand-
playing
I
first?
understand that.
Who we don't want to play.
No, Cowboys cannot. Yo, you see how they play on the road. They don't need to be on the road
That's right. Exactly.
You
We
gotta
need-
until they have to be on the road.
You gotta try and win that division, man.
You got to try to win, but you also got to conserve your players, though.
I mean,
Do you want to
obviously, like the left tackles, we're gonna
Yo,
sit those dudes.
I don't want to put this in the universe, but what happens if Dak goes down?
Cooper
in
Rush.
this
Yeah,
last
my
game.
man can take.
You know,
My man is ready. Yeah, my man
tell
is
me
ready,
that.
kid. Matter of fact,
There's a certain
yo,
amount of players that you
matter
have
of fact,
to
let's
sit
not
at this
even
point.
start Dak next week. Start Rush. Fuck it. He's still gonna
Well,
get the
there you
W.
go. That's exactly the point I'm talking about. So
See,
you
here's
start
the
with
players
Rush,
gonna-
right?
Tyron Smith sitting down.
Yeah.
Gilmore's probably gonna
The other
sit down.
Smith hurt his foot, so he's definitely not
Yeah,
going
he's
to play.
definitely not playing.
Are you sitting Parsons?
No.
Hell
He
no.
needs a sack.
He needs some reps.
Yeah, he needs reps.
Yeah?
Needs a sack.
So you play him the whole game.
See what happens.
That's why you can't keep it close.
You gotta play the game
Listen,
like you
if-
normally
so,
play.
but-
Otherwise, you're gonna
All right,
go
so the
fuck
way that
around,
is
bro.
currently set
Don't
up
try
right
and
now.
that shit too early. You get hurt, kid.
The way it's currently set up right now, if everything was to stay as it is, you guys would face Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
If you fall to number 3, well, actually,
No, we'll go to
you're not
5.
3, you would go to 5. So at 5, you would face
San Fran.
No.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa
you
The
would
winner
face
of the
Tampa
South.
Bay. So who would you rather see?
No, it still
Green
could
Bay
be
or Tampa?
it still could be New Orleans.
I take Green Bay at home, bro.
Well,
We'll take
that's
anybody,
in New Orleans.
kid.
Consider New Orleans is in the ninth spot right now.
Yeah, but they could still win the division if they win and Tampa loses.
Yo, we'll see anybody, kid. We just not ready for San Fran
They
up
got the
front. We
same
see
record.
anybody, kid.
Yeah, but they have the tiebreak
I think we got
over.
a bill.
Nah, no, but I'm saying
If Tampa loses, yeah.
Tampa loses, and Tampa's been downward spiraling, yo. But Mike Evans,
I don't know. Baker Mayfield is playing all right there, though.
not that last game.
Yo, we need a blowout game too.
Yeah,
son.
don't play around, man.
We need
Win this game. Play a regular and get ready for the
Was that
playoffs.
last year? We ended ridiculous in Washington too, right?
Did we lose that
When
game?
Dak came, it
Yeah,
was
we
definitely
did.
last year.
They didn't play it. I mean, they were already locked up.
Yeah,
the
they
fifth
had the
seed, so
spot, but-
they were just fucking around. Kid.
But yo, they look awful.
They look definitely awful.
You can't do that. And then he played the same way in the next game against San Fran.
So who's San Fran got for the
Well, they have the
they get the
bye.
bye, and so they play the winner of.
They just get the lowest seed left.
Chris
Okay.
got that
They get the lowest seed left.
potential.
so they
Who San
might
Fran
get
got? Second
Seattle
round.
or
In the second round?
They would get Detroit if Detroit wins.
Yeah, well, it would be the lowest seed.
the
So
lowest. It'd be like Seattle or somebody.
I mean,
They'll
project-
get a wild card
Well,
team or
It'll be Seattle or Green Bay.
it'll be the
no.
4-5
First,
game.
we'll get it. We'll get
Okay.
Green Bay or
It'll be a
Seattle.
4-5 matchup.
So Atlanta or Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Tampa Bay or
or the Eagles.
Yeah, if it's all division, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I think Eagles.
That's what we want.
Eagles might end up going to Detroit, right?
yeah. Don't fuck around with the Eagles, man. I'm
Nah,
not
we
ready.
fucking around with
I'm
the
not
Eagles.
ready to
Eagles
bury
are
the Eagles.
suspects, son. Them
Nah,
niggas is
son.
trash.
No.
I'm calling them out. Eagles, y'all trash. Trash.
Listen,
I don't know.
Eagles got a bone to pick with y'all.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, they lost. How many games they
They still
lost,
got
son?
3 elite
They
receivers,
lost.
son.
They lost the
Yeah.
last 3 out of 4
I can't
games,
believe
kid.
Eagles let us back in this.
This
Yeah,
is what
second
Cowboys
place.
would do, man.
This is crazy, son.
Eagles doing cowboy things, man.
Yeah, how much
Cowboys
they was
did the
up
same
at
shit
half?
last year, son.
They was up by like 20 some points this week, right?
Kyler
At half?
Murray, bro.
And
The
lost.
Eagles,
Yeah.
the Eagles were up 21 points, I think,
And lost.
and lost.
Yeah,
son, they
bro.
trash, son. We'd never do no shit
Yo,
like that.
They
Kid.
fractured.
Wait, what?
They fractured. Nah, whoa.
21 point lead, son.
I don't think we could get
Yes.
a 21-point lead.
I've seen it, son. I've seen it. I'm sure I've seen it the last 5 years.
But Kyler Murray went and Connor.
Yo,
The
Murray's
running back.
good, man. People
Yeah, I
forget.
don't know why they wanna
He's a
get
good
rid of this
quarterback,
guy,
bro.
man.
Yeah, get rid of him. See what happens, bro. See what
I
happens.
think they're gonna end up keeping him now.
Quarterback play is very hard to come by.
But
Absolutely.
Bears, they got a dilemma.
They sure do, bro.
They got a huge.
You know who
dilemma.
else got a dilemma? Cleveland. Joe Flacco.
Nah.
Nah, I don't.
let
he
him go?
played good, but
What?
I don't think you go into the beginning of the season with Joe Flacco.
Remember, Watson beat
it's
the
gonna be
Ravens.
Say again.
That's it. He's one and
That's
done
it.
and shit.
I think they'll
Go back
keep
to
him.
his
They might
couch?
keep him as a backup, but I don't think they're going to go into the
Yeah, but
season
Watson,
with him as a
injury
starting
history.
quarterback.
You know, Watson beat Ravens like comeback victory. Fourth
Yeah.
quarter, he went nuts
Yeah.
on them.
All right. That's cool, man. Well, sorry, guys, to bring that back in today.
Chill, this is-
Supposed to
Don't
be our-
mind it.
Supposed to be our week off.
Hey, before we go, kid, let's talk about what's the name real quick, kid.
My Knicks.
No. No. No.
No, we were the
How
Prodigy's a Knicks fan.
how Rodgers played the Jets, son. He played them.
He played him.
Yeah.
Played him how?
Because he could have played this year, but he figured that, well, because they're not making the playoffs, they're not being contenders,
Yeah,
he's
why
not
risk
playing.
it?
Yeah, but why risk it though? I don't
Risk
think
what, though?
more
torn
injury.
Achilles, bro.
Yeah,
He needs snaps.
Nobody comes back from that anyway.
Yeah.
I think that was bogus.
That was all hocus pocus.
yeah, that's just smoke and mirrors.
I'm coming back, guys. I'm
Word, he
working
was
out.
giving
I'm working
people
out.
mad
I think,
gas.
I think that was trying to just motivate them.
Get out of here, man.
Gonna play Mason back, yeah.
Unless science has like skipped 10 years ahead, where you can repair Achilles in 6 months.
Nah,
It doesn't work.
that wasn't happening. He wouldn't have been the same at all trying to come back. He would have just been standing there. That wouldn't have happened.
But your man out there throwing passes, acting like he was good, ready to go.
Yeah,
I'm
listen,
just waiting.
That's all just PR. That's just to keep the fans interested in it.
I'll tell you right now.
because they knew the season was over.
he better lead into the playoffs.
Next year.
Next
right?
year.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see, we saw on the way here. You see, they released Dalvin Cook also.
Cowboys, get Dalvin Cook.
You need a power runner.
Cowboys,
He's looking for a
get
playoff team.
Dalvin Cook right now.
No, that makes sense. Why would they do that?
Nah, they got to get Dalvin Cook right now. Bro.
So who we gonna give up?
Nah, they could just pick
They
him
just
up.
pick him up. He
Oh,
got
okay.
waived.
Yeah,
Dude, you got to get him. I
You
just
got
thought
some-
about that. Yes, you got to pick up Dalvin Cook, bro. Stop all these shenanigans at the goal line, bro.
Word. 'Cause-
Yeah, you man always get tackled like 3 yards.
Yo,
Yo, who's responsible for getting rid of Zeke? Eh?
yeah, that was a dumb move.
You should reach out to Robert Kraft. Cut.
Hey, you know
Zeke,
what happened?
Let him, and y'all can sign
Yo.
him back.
Cowboys listen to the outside noise about getting rid of Zeke, bro. They did.
That he doesn't have it anymore.
There was no reason to get rid of Zeke.
Yeah, he still had like double digit.
You could have did exactly what you did last year with Zeke and Pollard. The same thing. But nah, they listen to the outside noise. Get rid of Zeke. Zeke is this. Zeke is that.
I'm pretty sure Zeke would have took less bread too.
Yeah, he wanted to stay.
He definitely wanted to stay. And what they paid him, what New England paid him, Dallas could have paid him that, bro.
Yeah.
He wasn't asking for like,
Could have gave him that with incentives, man.
he wasn't asking for crazy money, man.
Listen, he had decent games too for New England. You know, he's not if you blitz and Dak, he's not getting sacked with Zeke back there.
And these red zone problems, we would not have them.
He had a big touchdown this week, last week. In New England.
All right, man. Thanks for coming in, guys. Really appreciate it. This Cowboys thing was bothering me.
Yeah.
Yo, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy
Sportsmanlike
New
Conduct
Year.
Podcast.
Yo, prosperous
See you next week.
2024.
Peace.
Peace.
Dallas is exact.
That's what's up.
We gotta leave the
Uh-oh.
building.
Are we gonna ignore this or?
Didn't the same thing happen in NFL studios on the red zone? We just keep talking through
Just
it.
keep talking through it.
Intruder alert.
We just sitting here like this is happening. You gonna see smoke in the hallway, right? We gotta check something.
This is an old building too? Shit.
Sprinklers didn't come on.
No smoking hole.
Got a staircase right here. Word, right?
With the
It was you. Just in case they come in.